So where do we start? Start by taking a look at the plan that you crafted at the beginning of this year. And it's okay if you don't remember what's in it. And it's even okay if you never did it. Like, better to do it today, better to dust it off and get it going today than not to do it. No problem. Nobody's going to know. So take a look at it, review it, and ask yourself a few questions and answer them honestly, because you're only talking to yourself. So the first question I would say is, have you implemented the plan? If you have, really do a gut check on whether the results are what you wanted. And that doesn't necessarily mean were you successful or were you not, but was the action plan that you selected to accomplish something the right one? Because you may need to build something else in. So that's the first sort of step, is, have you implemented the plan? If you did it deliver what you thought it would? But if it didn't, or if you haven't implemented the plan, rather, take a look at what got in your way. This is really important, because it's really easy to say, oh, I didn't do it, I'm going to do it. Okay, that's good intention, but what's more important, really, or what's more meaningful or can have more traction, is if you take a good look at what got in your way, so that you can anticipate that it might get in your way again, and you can plan for how you're going to get around it. So really ask yourself what got in the way. It wasn't just, I didn't think about it. Well, you know what? It might have been. And if it was, there's still some actions that you can take and some things that you can do to make sure that that doesn't happen going forward. So you just learn from it and figure out how you're going to plan around it. Another important question to ask yourself as you review the plan is the goal still motivating to you? And here I recommend you pay really close attention to how you feel. This is not about thinking it through objectively. This is about, how do you feel? How are you reacting to the thought of this goal? Because very often that kind of a gut check and how you feel can tell you a huge amount about your motivation and your commitment to it. And be willing to acknowledge that there may be another goal that's more motivating. Things may have changed since you developed the plan. You may have changed. Your company may have changed. Something about your market may have changed. And it's really okay to take a look at that and say, wait a minute, I think maybe I need to be working towards something different at this point. So, if you've done those things, if you've sort of passed it through those checks and the plan still feels right, and you've implemented on it, at least to some degree, then you have a really good foundation from which to build. But if that's not the case, you may be starting over. That's okay too. Either way, think about your personal business plan the way you do other business plans. And really where that starts is with your goal or objectives. And as with any objective, the more specific you can be about what it is you want to accomplish and by when, the more clear it can be what the development plan would be.